Geopolitical dynamics and the alleged puppet masters, unraveling layers of influence. The global geopolitical landscape is often perceived through the lens of major events and conflicts, but some narratives suggest a deeper layer of influence orchestrated by powerful families and entities. This essay delves into the alleged connections between influential families like the Rockefellers and Rothschilds and their purported impact on international affairs. Military-industrial complex and banking influence. The assertion is made that the Rockefellers and Rothschilds play a significant role in shaping conflicts, particularly the Russia-Ukraine war. This claim extends to the control these families exert over the military-industrial complex, implying that they have a stake in the banks owning defense industries. The interconnectedness of these entities is said to grant them considerable power. Example: the Rothschilds' historical influence in banking and finance, coupled with the Rockefellers' prominence in the oil industry, is cited as evidence of their potential impact on global events. Central banks and seigniorage. The essay introduces the concept of seigniorage, emphasizing the ability of these influential families to create money from thin air through their control of central banks. This alleged privilege allows them to lend money to nations, charging interest on what is characterized as essentially a monopoly money. Example: instances where financial experts discuss seigniorage rights and its potential benefits for governments are cited to support the argument. The pyramid structure and alleged puppet masters. A hierarchical pyramid structure is proposed, suggesting that individuals at different layers only know and implement what they are told without understanding the broader context. Families like the Rockefellers and Rothschilds are positioned at the apex, orchestrating global events through their influence on figures like Biden, Congress, and world leaders. Example: historical events and decisions attributed to these families, such as the creation of the Federal Reserve, are presented as evidence of their enduring influence. Corruption in international organizations. The essay contends that global organizations like the International Criminal Court, ICC, the United Nations, UNICEF, WHO, IMF, and the World Bank are allegedly owned or controlled by the same puppet masters. The claim is that these entities serve the interests of these influential families. Example: instances where the alleged corruption of the ICC is discussed in the context of geopolitical decisions, especially those concerning Israel, are highlighted. Influence on world leaders. The narrative suggests that prominent world leaders, including Biden, Macron, Justin Trudeau, and the new PM of France, are purportedly owned by families like the Rothschilds. The World Economic Forum's Young Global Leaders program is presented as a mechanism through which these families exert influence. Example: publicly available information on the familial or financial ties of world leaders is cited to support the assertion. Greater Israel and regional conflicts. The essay explores the alleged motivations behind certain conflicts, such as the war in Gaza, suggesting that Israel's actions are part of a broader plan to create Greater Israel. The ultimate goal is portrayed as the occupation of territories in the southern part of Turkey, Iraq, Syria, Cyprus, Lebanon, parts of Iran, Saudi Arabia, and Egypt. Example: historical documents or statements by political figures supporting the idea of Greater Israel are referenced. Comparisons with historical events. The essay draws parallels between events like 9/11 and October 7, claiming that the same forces orchestrated both incidents. The involvement of families like the Oppenheimers in the events surrounding 9/11 is emphasized, suggesting a continuity of influence over time. Example: statements or documents that highlight alleged foreknowledge of the 9/11 attacks by influential families are presented as evidence. Conclusion: while the claims of a hidden influence shaping global events through families like the Rockefellers and Rothschilds are intriguing, exploring historical evidence, geopolitical dynamics, and the interconnectedness of influential figures offers a more nuanced understanding of the complexities in international relations.